Sophia and welcome back to the Be Nerdy BookTube channel, and today I'm coming to you with a really special kind of video. We have changed the locations for this video because I was tagged to do the small booktuber tag by Megan from Mythical Megan. I will link her channel down below. She's an absolute sweet of a person, and well, she tagged me to do it and I thought, why not? And since I do need to get ready because I do have some errands to run, I thought I would do this a collab per se video of me answering the questions and getting ready. So let's do this. Question number 1 is introduce yourself. So hi, I'm Sophia. Or you can call me Soph, it's fine. I'm 19. I'm from Lisbon. I'm not from Lisbon, Portugal, but I do live in Lisbon. I started this channel in January, like end of January, because I wanted to be able to express my opinions on books, and I did that on my Bookstagram, but I find it hard to express really what you feel while just writing it and trying not to spoil anyone. And so one of my 2019 resolutions was, okay, start a YouTube channel. It's not that hard. And I thought, like, okay. And for some reason at the time I thought, well, why not now? We just started the year, started with a bang, and that's kind of how this all came together, basically. I'm a blue belt in Songgam Taekwondo. Hopefully next week I'll be a brown belt, but we'll see. I really like to read, and I really like to sing. So there's that for the first question. Question number 2 is, how long have you been on BookTube? And yeah, I've said it already, but it was at the end of January. I really can't precise the date of when I started, but I remember it was at the end of January because I did film my January wrap-up and my February TBR on the same day, and I filmed my marked book review. So it was all by that sort of time. Question number 3, not T, 3. Hi, I've been seeing way too much T on beauty community. But yeah, what types of videos do you make? And well, obviously, hi, I'm making tags. I also really like to vlog. I figured it out while I was doing the Owls Readathon, because I thought, well, everyone's vlogging, so why not you? I still want to like get accustomed to filming in public so I can show you more. And I did like by the end of the Owls Readathon vlog, I think I have 2 vlogs in public, which I'm really proud of. I also like make normal reviews. I want to make them more often just because, well, I started my channel because of them. But I really like vlogging. I really like making tags. I did the books and makeup book tag and I really liked it. And I really like my TBRs, like from especially the May one, because of my butterfly jar. Basically, I like everything on my channel. I wish I was a bit more confident to like maybe introduce some people. I have been toying with the idea. I have been thinking about asking a friend, because she reads a lot as well, and we usually read together because she helped me start my own book club. And I have been thinking about asking her to come here and maybe do something like 20 questions of bookish talk. Like, I don't know, I really don't know. I would really like to bring her here. I think that would be like a really fun video. But first of all, I'm not so sure how she would react given that opportunity. And now that I have okay, this is like from my high school friends, okay? So I have been talking to another one of my high school friends, and I remember she loved reading because I do remember borrowing some books from her, but she has kind of left reading for other times, other days. And now that I've been talking to her more, I told her, well, just read. I have like this recommendation and this recommendation and this recommendation. She was like, well, stop there. I'm gonna need to get a book and pen or whatever because you're just shooting them. And I'm like, hi, that's kind of what I do now. Hello. And I then did some shameless self-promo, like, hi, if you're seeing this, you know exactly who you are. Or if you're her BF, like, hi, you know I'm talking about her, you know. But yeah, I've been really toying with the idea of bringing them into my channel. I think it would be fun, and I'm gonna be with them this week, so I may just ask them. So, question number 4. What do you love about BookTube? And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera much, but I do need to get ready. Well, BookTube for me is a platform where I can express myself with people who also enjoy talking about books. Because, like, here at home, in real life, like, my family doesn't read, my boyfriend doesn't read. I've been trying to get my BF, like my best friend, into reading, and they're taking it quite well. Like, they have read Illuminate, because I borrowed them the book at the time, and they are now reading Throne of Glass, and they're really, really enjoying it. But, hi, again, if you're watching this, hurry up! I want to take a picture of all the books. Thank you. But yeah, they have been reading, but basically, if I want to talk about, I don't know, the recent, like, books that are coming out or whatever, they don't know anything about that. Or since I read at a much faster pace than any of them, I'm always like, well, I read this and this and this, and they're like, yeah, I read like 20 pages a whole month. Yeah. So I always feel sort of like a freak, like a nerd. Hi. But yeah, that's basically what I love. I love that we are all free to express our opinions, and I really, really like the way we come together. Like I said, I was tagged by Megan on Mythical Megan, sorry. And we met each other because we're part of the same team for the Biblio games. We're both on Team Heroes, and we started to talk because it's a surprise, I can't say. But yeah, we started to talk, and she's really, really fun. We have a very, very similar reading style. We both love sci-fi. Well, she doesn't really like sci-fi, but she loves fantasy and mysteries, and I do love fantasy and mysteries. And she's been really getting into like high fantasy, Six of Crows, A Darker Shade of Magic. What has she read more recently? Well, Percy Jackson, because we're rereading it. Yeah, like those sorts of stuff. And I really do like them. I really, really do. And she has also started reading the Throne of Glass series. And I love that we're two people. I'm from Portugal. She's from America, I believe. So we are someone who would have probably never met if it wasn't for this incredible platform. And I really, really, really am glad for that. But yeah, it's just, oh God, I'm looking fine. You think I should just go out like this? I'm looking damn fine. I don't see why not. Anyway, question number 5. What types of books do you read? So I usually read high fantasy and well, I do read a lot of mysteries too, and some, well, what am I? Oh, some sci-fi. I was like, what am I talking about? You don't read contemporary. I do, sometimes. The thing is, with the contemporary genre, I just think that some of the stuff are like too far-fetched and they're not real, and that just bugs me. And it's not like, oh, it's fairy tales and the princess gets the prince. Like, no, I get it. I get that stereotype. The thing is like, oh yeah, I do this, and then I have all the freaking guys at school like after me, and then like overnight because I wear some makeup or whatever. I mean, I do admit makeup helps a lot, but makeup is not gonna turn you from the ugly duckling to, hello, I'm just on top of the world and I'm a supermodel. Like, it doesn't. It does help, like, I'm not exactly at my best without makeup, but I do feel really pretty with it. And yeah, but I don't think the transformation is gonna be that, like, you know, extreme. It just really, really bugs me. Also, the self-entitled characters like, oh, I'm poor this and poor that, and I did whatever, and I'm like, ugh, can you stop? Please. Just please, can you stop? And yeah, that's basically it. I do love fantasy. I do love like getting immersed in a new world, although the world has to be very well explained, which I have been encountering some that aren't. Just saying, no shade. But yeah, that's basically what I read. Question number 6. What is your favorite video that you've made? That's a hard question. Like I said, I loved my Owls Readathon vlog just because it was really, really fun to film. I love my May TBR because I introduced my butterflies to the world, and that was really fun. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go with those two. I love every single video I make, but yeah, those are like my favorite types of videos to make. I also have like a huge list of videos that I wish it's like my video ideas list. So if I ever am like, well, I need to film, what the hell am I gonna do? Or just like some guidance so I can like find myself. That is basically it. So I'm adding a few questions just because I'm not ready yet and I need to get ready. So these are some extra questions, and you know what? There's a tag called the newbie booktuber tag, and I'm gonna incorporate the two. I'll be back. Hang on. Okay, so I found the questions for the newbie booktube tag, and I'm gonna mash this up just because I'm really almost done, okay guys? But hey, do you like it? They're kitties. I really love them. Look, they're so pretty. Okay, so BookTube newbie tag. So first question is, why did you start this channel? And like I've said, I just felt that Bookstagram wasn't doing it for me in terms of me being able to express my critiques and everything. So I decided to be like, holla, there's a huge platform there, so I'm gonna join and express my opinions without spoiling anyone, or mostly without the fear that writing X, Y, or Z would be like, well, now you've made understand that this is this and whatever, and now you spoil it. That was mainly my fear. I really can control my words better than my speech words better than my written words, just because my reviews were structured always the same way, and I always had like the blurb of the book and then what I thought. I didn't do star ratings on my Instagram just because bland. There we go. Just because I've seen some people give up certain books because of their rating. What I consider a 5-star book, for me, it may not be a 5-star book for you. And that's always something that kind of bugged me. And that's something I would like to change. And I do star ratings on YouTube, just because since I am using my words, it's easier to tell you why I like it or why I don't like it, or the up points and the down points of a book if I'm talking. And if I'm writing it, unless I want to have like 7 pages talking about a book, which Instagram does not support, it makes the matter really, really difficult. And I don't want to steer anyone from certain books just because I didn't like them, or just because I wasn't the huge fan of them. So what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? This is a hard question. This really is a hard question. I love this highlighter. I'm sorry. Well, I have been starting my own ARC review series just because I do feel like some people have the wrong idea about arcs and the reviewers who actually pick up arcs. So I started that, and to be honest, I don't see a lot of people like dedicate their time specifically to the arcs, and they may talk about them, but I don't see anyone, or I haven't done that big of a research, to be honest, but I just don't feel that the general reading public sees us reviewers as legit when it comes to arcs. They always think that the good opinions are just because, hey, they received their book for free and whatever, and that the bad opinions are like, yeah, you're just out about to get some revenge, and it's not true. So I think that's a fun and sort of different idea. I don't follow all of booktubers everywhere. I follow some main ones like Hannah the Clockwork Reader. I follow Reagan from Previous Project. I follow Sasha from A Booktopia. I follow Zoe from Read by Zoe. I follow Haley from Haley in Bookland. I follow Mythical Megan. I follow Melissa Rosebud. I follow G from Book Roast, Cody from Books with Cody, Becca from Becca and the Books. I follow Gavin. I follow some, but I don't follow like everyone, so I can't say that this is like a unique idea that nobody has ever thought of. It probably isn't, but I do feel like I bring like some honesty to the world of BookTube, because I'm me and I love being me, and I think that's the greatest gift I can give you guys, is to be happy with who I am and just show you my personality and my tastes and everything. So what are you most excited about for this channel? I am really excited about readathons. I've been really loving it. Also, I have found some book clubs and I've been really enjoying, and most of all, like how we connect to people. This is gonna get better, I promise. Sorry. I really love like the way we can talk to each other about a book. Like I finished Percy Jackson and the Olympians last night, and the first thing I did was go on Discord and go on the Read Along server and be like, guys, I'm done with it. And everyone was like, yeah, like you can do it, you're fine. And I love this hype and I love the atmosphere and everything. I just feel like it's so much fun. Okay, what book or series got you into reading? I'm gonna go with a stereotype answer and a not so much of a stereotype answer. The first series that got me into reading when I was like really little was Harry Potter, and that's like the stereotype answer. I feel like everyone and their grandmother has read Harry Potter, except my mom, because I haven't made her yet. But that was when I was around 5 or 6. Yeah, I was really little. I was born in the same year that Harry Potter was published, so I kind of grew up with the books and the films, and it was really fun. And then I stopped reading, I don't know, probably in my 7th, 8th grade, I didn't read as much, like all the way through, I don't know, maybe my first year of college. I read, just not as much, and I was talking to a friend at Taekwondo and she recommended Kindle to me, and then I read the Covenant series by Jennifer L. Armentrout and I really liked them, and then I thought, well, hey, what else do you have? And then she introduced me to the real deal breaker, that was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And goddamn, that series just rekindled my love for reading, and I was like, I love this. I love being in a new world with new characters and new situations. I really love this, so I need to read more and be back on this hype. Here, why are you not cooperating with me? The struggles of having curly hair, like live here. Okay, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Apart from the usual, hi, how are you? And what books would you recommend me, like after a bit of talking, like what would you say I should read? And I would feel like asking, how do you deal with the initial part of being a bit like unknown and you want to express your opinions with everyone, but you don't have anyone to share them with? And I feel like that is probably the question I would ask most, just because I really am curious. I have seen people just really posting like every day to get the best of like trying to get an audience, and I have seen people break down because of it. Personally, I feel like I'll get there in time, and I'm not great, so I get it, but I feel like I'll get there, and I'm not in a rush. I'm really just enjoying it. And yes, it's finally cooperating with me. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Like I said, I feel like the initial part where you're like, I want to be heard, but there's no one to listen to you. I feel like that is, finally, hi hair, I love you so much. I love it, but it takes me like 30 minutes to get it to what this looks like. And oh god, finally. Okay. I was gonna like put it up, but I don't think I'm gonna do that now. I'm really, really happy with it. So yeah. Well, the hardest challenge, and like I said, it has to be the initial like, I want to be heard, but no one is there to listen to you. And honestly, just do you. Just do you. I have like 20 followers and I love them, like every single one of them, to be there. And I've recently started to get comments, and it is exciting, but I'm just doing me. I really am just doing me. I'm not just I am spamming the Discord servers a bit, but I'm not like going to Reddit or anything and be like, oh, there's a new booktuber, like, here, watch her, love her. And I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm just doing me and doing what I love and talking about what I love, which is books. So yeah. Where do you read? I usually read in bed, but most of my reading is done on commutes because I live 1 hour away from my college and I always bring a book with me. So there's always like 2 hours every day where I'm in public transportation, which means I can read all I want, honestly. So yeah. And that's the last of the questions. The last question of the original small booktuber tag was to tag 4 other booktubers, and I'm tagging Melissa from Melissa Rosebud. I'm tagging Gavin, and I will leave his link down below because I really, really am curious on what he would actually answer. I would tag Megan, but she already did it. But yeah, and I really don't know many small booktubers, so if you're a small booktuber and you're watching this, just do it and let me know, because I want to meet you and get more recommendations and more people to follow and maybe more friends. So also, for you to tell me, I'm gonna leave my socials down below. Basically, you look for Bookstagram Nerdy in Instagram, Bookstagram N on Twitter, and I'm on Discord. I'm gonna leave my code down below, just so if you wanna add me, just add me, it's fine. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like and subscribe and click the subscribe button. Also, click the bell, just because my posting schedule is kind of nuts. Also, on that matter, I'm gonna try and start posting 2 times a week. I have a lot of videos. I have recently just started editing on computer, so it will be sort of easier to edit and to make the videos better. So my challenge for the next few months is to post twice a week, and we'll see how that goes. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!